South Korea tonight scrambling 80 of its fighter jets, including F-35s, responding to what it says was a swarm of 180 military aircraft from the north. American pilots here for a joint U.S.-South Korean training exercise also put on high alert. Kim Jong-un's regime demanding a halt to the drills, warning the U.S. should not act rashly. Those threats now a part of daily life in Seoul.
South Korea is doing fine.
People here tell us despite the threats from North Korea, they're just trying to get on with their lives, but they've been trained in the event of an actual attack to flee to subway stations like this one. This young man starts military service next year. Are you worried you might have to fight?
Yes, a little bit. Very scared.
At the UN Security Council today, the U.S. accusing China and Russia of protecting North Korea diplomatically.
These members have bent over backwards to justify the DPRK's repeated violations, and in turn they have enabled the DPRK and made a mockery of this council.
But the U.S. has deep disagreements with Russia and China over Ukraine and Taiwan, meaning there's not much room for cooperation between the big powers, and so the Security Council is likely paralyzed.
Thanks.
Overseas tonight, the dangerous escalation. North Korea flying scores of fighter jets near the border with South Korea. And tonight, the response now from South Korea. Here's Martha Raddatz again tonight.
It was an extraordinary show of force. North Korea sending dozens and dozens of warplanes towards the border with South Korea, prompting the South to urgently scramble its own warplanes, some 80 F-35 fighter jets taking to the skies. The North's provocative move, no doubt, to counter the U.S. decision to extend joint U.S.-South Korean military exercises, which already involve 240 warplanes and thousands of military personnel. This, of course, follows Kim Jong-un's barrage of missile tests in the past few days, at least 30, including an intercontinental ballistic missile aimed toward Japan.
This is an unprecedented level of activity. The intent here is to ramp up tensions as a prelude to a likely underground nuclear test sometime in the days to come.
That test is expected any day, the first in 5 years, but the U.S. warning that if Kim ever attacks with a nuclear weapon, that would be the end of his regime. The joint U.S.-South Korean military exercises end this weekend, but U.S. officials don't think that will have any effect on Kim's desire to test a nuclear device. David?
All right, Martha Raddatz tonight. Martha, we'll see you here on election night as well. Thank you.